I heard the calling from upstairs. I came down and did 2 readings. I pulled cards for Pisces and for Leo. I'll be uploading them as soon as I'm done here. It's time to transform some stuff. Some of you are in the middle of going through this. Ooh, there's some karma. Jeez. Magician. What do you want to manifest tonight, collective? Some of you guys really want justice in a situation. I hear you. I understand. However, when you get justice, I think you have to be like, yeah, they got karma. I don't even think it's about that. I get it. People get what they give. But we're going to transform pain into profit. Alright, guys. Hi, who's everyone here? You can talk if you feel like it. I really don't watch the chat too much. Yeah, see, I don't. But we will pull cards if, feeling froggy. See what we want to manifest. Alright. Some of you are tired of being wounded and stuck. Betrayal. You know, I was talking to, and the 5 of Swords too. I was talking to somebody about this whole blockage thing today and betrayal and how that usually stops our progress in its tracks. And a lot of times it comes through offense, people. When you can't forgive. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's how you manifest is through forgiveness. I'm just telling you, it is. You know, of course, the thing is where our blockage is we haven't been able to feel the emotion of, this is the resonance of what many of us have been carrying. And we're not getting over those wounds. And it's keeping you stuck and stale. This is what I'm hearing. You haven't been able to feel the emotion of actually being healed to think that this isn't going to happen anymore. This is all thoughts and projections. Okay? It is. This is your blockage. Alright, how do we close this blockage and move on to better things? How do we want to do this? My cats are going crazy around here too. The energy's wild, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright. Give us some cards. I cannot believe this energy came out like this. I feel like I tried praying. I've been on my knees. Please, God, help. Well, we can be stuck in that victim mentality as well. And it's a slow process. I don't want to be left out in the cold anymore. Hi, Queen of Swords. Virgo in the house. Right here. First major arcana. Well, first court card. A decision. Someone's getting an epiphany, though. And it very well could be you. And I know I just got one on this whole how to manifest and where we've been going wrong. Many of us, I feel, have been, kind of like giving you truth right now. Many of us have been lying to ourselves. There's Virgo. Hermit came out. We can imagine what we want. We know what we want. But making it manifest into reality has been like kind of out of your reach. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I see things. And you're like, just got to get over this hump. Well, I kind of got a key of how to do that. And it's getting into that meditative state where you're just, if you had whatever it was that you wanted and you could make it manifest, how would you feel then? So it's kind of like going into the feeling post receiving whatever it is you want and feeling whatever that feels like. in your emotions and just having the faith to know it's there. It's kind of like it's basically pure alignment with the Creator. All good and perfect things come from the Creator, all of them. And if you're in perfect alignment, you can't miss one way or another. And I think it's more or less elevating beyond this feeling of betrayal and being backstabbed and stuff. I think it's beyond all that. I'm giving you the messages and downloads. Like I said, this is the Seven of Wands in reverse, many of you are coming out of the cold and someone's going to be getting communication. So we got the 7, 8, and 9. Some of you are afraid of this. So there's a fear component too. Because this is going to feel different when you actually are able to manifest and get what you want. I'm going to tell you what, that first Jupiter cycle that I had, after going through all this crap, before this past one, that wasn't a bad, like, I had my children during that time, and, like, kind of equal give and take when it came to most areas of life, but there was still this thing that, wasn't as fulfilling and kind of up in the air. Had to learn some things. That's how I know, like, all these karmic contracts over especially the last 12 years, last Jupiter cycle that we've been dealing with. Yeah, it could go, look at 2 and 2. It could go either way. It's all in what you want. You have to make the decision. Many of you have. Now it's just bringing it into fruition. What are we bringing in? What do we need to align with? I said, power of manifestation, focusing on what you're going to do when you get what you want. Making those plans. It's almost like a vision board. There was a whole book that flew out here, so I'm not going to take all of them. But you got the King of Swords. Yeah, many people have a defeated attitude. They really do. They've been working and doing all of this stuff, but then they get stopped in the, well, I remember feeling really good before, and then it didn't work out. Sound familiar? So you kind of do that remembering thing. And the fear comes in, like I was saying last night, and it completely throws you all off balance and gets you out of alignment. So then manifesting is quite the bitch. I was reading some stuff up on the Book of Thomas today. Everything about manifestation that you needed to know, and I find it really interesting how, the Bible scholars would all call Thomas Doubting Thomas to ruin his reputation. And then they cut his book out of the Bible too. That's a slap in the face. I mean, they didn't give us the whole story anyway. They really didn't. They cut out so much. Just telling you. Really put everything off balance. Humans weren't able to manifest them. Only a few people who knew the knowledge could. That's facts. We've only been told what we know. But they want us to know, yeah. They want to keep people lack. They know everybody has free will to walk in whatever victory and power they want. Many people don't know the secrets. It's a life of lack. You got a choice. You can either manifest things, manifest equal reciprocation. You can deal with the lack. Now, I think you guys are praying your way out of that. Like, you're just like, I'm done with it. Time. Some of you just didn't. I understand. I was there. Some of us. Can't even say some of you. Some of us. I'll put these in. Yeah. Here we go. I don't want them like that. Yo, I'm telling you. I think some of you guys have heard some of this stuff before. And some of you guys are just genuinely good people to people who didn't deserve it. And it kind of put you in a real unmotivated state of lack to where it was, you didn't trust your own judgment anymore. That was on purpose. That was actually dark forces. Yeah, because when you wake up to who you truly are, as God's kid, I'm gonna talk here. This isn't supposed to be you. If you're a child of the Most High, should not be in confusion. Everything should be equal, and you should not be living in lack. These people are demons that come in to kill, steal, and destroy. This is the entity behind it. Thoughts. Fiery darts. Get y'all caught up. Keep you in lack. Keep you in lack. Think I'm kidding about this tarot stuff, huh? Look, I'm telling you so we can balance this out. You find some healing maybe in your finances. Structures. Yeah, this is getting figured out as well. You know, it's really hard with everything going on with the economy and stuff, but really, it shouldn't even matter to us. I get it, shit's bad. You gonna trust in God? You gonna trust in the divine? Like I said, we gotta feel it. I'm not saying feel pain. I'm saying even cry for joy. That's been more of my thing lately. It's just been like a purge. It's been good. Hang on. King of Pentacles did come in and out. Knight of Wands in reverse. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Two of Swords. You don't know what you got till it's gone. That's what I'm hearing. Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, somebody doesn't really know. I don't think they really care though either. They're on their own karmic wheel. Some people can't go with you. I told you this. They just can't. They're not on your path. So it's like, let them go with gratitude. If it's meant to be, they'll come back around. Make sure you discern it. That is not a demon, though. I'll be uploading Leo and Pisces reading then. I did one for each one of them. He's all on here. The moon. What's the secret that's being uncovered? I uncovering the secrets? I mean, it's not this whole, I don't teach a whole prosperity thing. Even though that's a big part of it. God's kids aren't supposed to be in lack at all. We're supposed to have an abundance. We don't walk in fear. Even though we don't see everything clearly. It's getting out of this is what we're working on. Some people are just emotionally numb. That has been a real problem when it comes... Hi, Queen of Swords. That has been a real problem when it came to manifesting too, is you couldn't feel it. And with Jupiter in Pisces conjunct Neptune, make a wish, people. That's going to be the name of Pisces reading. It's going to be Make a Wish, Pisces. Yeah. Hey, some of you didn't see the manipulators in your life. You really didn't. I think many of you worked on that a lot. As far as like not getting fooled again. Yes. I understand that as well. Get you off your throne. Like, we don't do that around here. Some of you were dealing with a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This very well could have been the person that hurt you. This is King of Cups. I mean, I don't know. The King of Wands is in the upright. Ace of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Strength. There's heavy Leo energy in the building. Hi, Leo. How are you? Someone was very passionate, but very unemotionally available. Someone was really slow at offering love. Leo is here again. Someone had too many options going on around here. Looks like there's something coming in there that's going to balance it out. And here comes the Tower. Sudden epiphany. That maybe you're not stuck anymore. It is safe for you to love. I'm hearing. Look at that, the Lovers. I flipped that. Be open to whoever. Whoever. I don't mean be worried. This is the opposite of what I'm talking about. You set your intentions and you release them. This is how you manifest. Feel them. If you're a child of the Most High, He is not going to keep the things from you unless you're not healed enough to handle it. This is where your emotional fulfillment comes in too. You got to get the rest of the healing here. Some of you are close, if not good to go. You got some blessings coming in here that are going to balance the scales. Surprised Justice didn't come out yet. It did in Leo's reading. Temperance. Yeah, there very well could be a sudden internal heart space healing. Very well could miraculously come in and take place for you. And I feel like this stagnant energy is going to fall away. I think it's just getting your power back. Ooh, I got you. Getting your power back. Coming out of being numb. I've become so numb. Yep. Not anymore, you're melting. Look at that cold, cold heart. Pour some warm water on that. Yeah. Sudden healing. Excuse my nails. I actually just, I shit you not. 3 of Swords. Not true. Doing some 6th house stuff. Day-to-day stuff. I actually finally got the tile done. I grouted the tile in my bathroom. On my backsplash. So I'll have before and after pictures of that. You guys will not believe all the shit I did. saying. Okay, you want to keep talking? The devil came out in reverse. Nine of Cups. This is the yeah, this is the kryptonite. And these people knew it. They knew how to get you up in your head. That was the kryptonite right here. Get you off your goals. Confused. I feel like you're getting, like I said, renewed. Learn how to manifest on a full scope. What do we want to do here? I came on here impromptu. Alright. What does the collective need to know about? What do you guys want to know about? I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ditch these cards. I'm going to get a different one. This is another deck that I'm going to be working with. I just never opened it or worked with it yet. This is the first time. This is gifted to me. Oh, shit. Very interesting. I'm going to have to read what this book is all about. Look at this. Altruism, anticipation. Some of you are anticipating some things. I'm going to have to see what these are. Okay, we're going to pull some. Adventure. Who wants to go on a new adventure? I do. Oh, good grief. The Wisdom Keepers Oracle deck. One lovely sub gifted me a whole shit ton of cards and beautiful decks. So we're going to pull one of these and see. Okay, we can pull for money then. You guys and your money. I'll tell you, determination. Strong determination. Alright. Give me 2 of these for downloads for the collective, please. What do we need to manifest? And how do we do it? Give us some guide here. Resourcefulness. Transmutation. Oh. This is the first time I opened this deck, okay? Look. I never saw this deck ever. Look at the owl right here on the forehead. Wisdom and knowledge. Synergy. Whoop. I almost dropped them. Hang on a second. Okay. I'll read to you what these are. 64 Faces of Awakening. Okay. Number 48, Resourcefulness. Ba-da-ba. The wisdom story. My father was an idealistic young man who was willing to sacrifice his love for our country. He admired the bravery, cooperation, and loyalty he experienced during the war almost as much as he hated the way he and his fellow soldiers were received after it ended. Ooh, does this ever sound familiar? He felt dropped and forgotten by the very people for whom he gave everything and was manipulated by the government he had served with such devotion. Go figure. By the time I was halfway through elementary school, he was a bitter, paranoid, and unscrupulous man. When he wasn't obsessing over conspiracy theories and spying on the government, I shit you not, it says this in this book. What the heck? He was unleashing his anger at me, constantly criticizing me for being undisciplined and unattractive. My mother was consumed by making ends meet, running the household, and keeping up appearances. All she wanted for me was to do well in school and look good so that the neighbors wouldn't notice what was happening behind closed doors. Boy, this is deep. As my sense of unworthiness grew, I found myself glued to the television watching soap operas filled with beautiful people and commercials that flaunted perfect women who were gorgeous, successful, seductive, all at once. In comparison, I felt unbearably bland. Wow. She basically gives the whole story, and here's what is your relationship to fear? Do you tend to repress and avoid your fear, or do you tend to act it out or react to it? When do you feel most inadequate? How does not feeling good enough impact your thoughts, feelings, and actions? Hello. Does this sound like what I was just saying? First time I ever touched this deck. Holy moly. All right. Do people tend to feel intimidated or inadequate around you? Who in your life has truly seen your wisdom and pulled it out? Think of a time you experienced or expressed your wisdom. Write down 10 of the greatest inner resources. Notice the feelings and thoughts that arise as you do. It's one of the ways to manifest this. The other one was transmutation. We already know what this is. This is transforming. Transmutation. I'm here to ask you to move toward that which terrifies you. You may think you have a fixed identity, but you don't. You are forever changing. You are designed to bump against limitations and then to dissolve it into something else. Transmutation is the key to your evolution. I come when it's time to hold nothing back, so embrace everything and to live dangerously. Oh yeah. Release all definitions of who you are or what you're capable of. Get comfortable with fear. Willingly take the lid off the Pandora's box. If you truly want to transcend your suffering, move deeply into it, surrender. You can make a quantum leap at any moment, and your true purpose will be revealed. Sound familiar? Speak it out. Ancient knowledge that we talk about. It's all here. I never opened this deck before, collective. First time. Boy, that was powerful. You all, we got this. I have a feeling that some people are back and forth in their mind and concerned. Okay, let's pull for... I think I just kind of read some, but yeah, I told you what your blockage was. What's going on? What happens if we remove this blockage? Can you show us? What happens? I'm going to take them all in the upright if that's okay with you all. Give me 3 more. I see how this is. I'm going to do it this way. Remember how we started out with the 9 of Wands the last time? Look at that. Nice. Okay, if you remove that blockage, you're going to have the strength to do it. Know that. That blockage to your finances and all that came through your emotions. This confused state couldn't allow you to focus on manifesting. You were too busy looking at the devil dogs. Leo's here heavy again. There was a heavy energy. Whatever you were dealing with was very confusing. Like I said, instead of dealing with your wounding, you had people breaking down your barriers. And I think that was one of the things that you guys had to figure out was what are proper boundaries. Many of you cut that off. Slow going. But it's coming with a firm foundation. You're going to get more wisdom and more knowledge, too, on how to create things for yourself. This is also a card of manifestation, too. It's when fire and water meet. It's in that 0 point place where it gets transmuted into steam and it creates. Ooh, my back just got hot. Whew. It is making sure that you get it in your mind that that's whatever you want that you go for, you work hard at it. Okay? I do see somebody being upset about starting something new with a job. Someone was sad about leaving a job. I see that there's something new coming in, though, with career, if you want it. I don't know if you put your application in or whatever already, but it looks to me like there's a brand new opportunity coming. The Fool with the Ace of Wands. I just see that someone's going to be sad if maybe you leave or if you get a new opportunity. And I think that you know this. I legit felt it right here. People think, look, I still have to laugh about this. You know, me and Brian are still cool. I talked to him for about an hour tonight on the phone. And there's no getting through to some people. I understand that, but him and I are still cool. I can just give him advice. You know, advice. Solid advice. He could stay in lack if he wants. Like, he just doesn't think that I know what I'm talking about, apparently. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So, like I said, I'm still cool with him. Like, I didn't blow up the bridge like I usually do. And, you know, it's just a karmic lesson that he's going to have to go through. And I'm sure, you know, on and off, he'll probably call me for frickin', because I think he's dealing with a twin flame too. I really do. If that's what that chick is, I don't know. She sounds quite abusive. He doesn't sound like it, but that's a perfect girl. Sound familiar? Yeah, it sure is, isn't it? Seven of Swords. I tell you. I ain't dumb. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's not even about me. It's about, I see what's coming. And I can see the pattern. So it's like, well, I hope you get what you want. Not my problem. Yeah. You deserve love. I know I do. Thank you. So do you, collective. So I guess this is what we're going to be doing. You are lovable. So when you feel that inside, you manifest more of that. You know, and I really think, because this is one of my love languages, it's like dark forces was sending in these types of people. Especially if you're a fire sign. They know you speak through, how can they keep you from not manifesting? A soulmate? Sad and fucking broken. Think about it. They knew. Yeah. She's gonna destroy our whole thing. Yeah, you deserve love. This is what God's telling you. We sure do. And we're going to get it. Things are gonna get balanced out. And as soon as you figure this part out, it's all history from there, man. They're fucked. Oh, yeah, they are. Yes, they are. And justice. Completely screwed. Now, I'm not saying a specific person. I'm talking specifically to the dark forces that have been putting this stuff in your path. You can't, when you get beyond the vessel and you get to see what's actually blocking you, some of it's your own self. You know, and it's interesting because I could see so clearly from the outside what I couldn't see when I was going through it myself. So that's one of those things where it's like helping people who are going through this. Gotta let them go. You know, sometimes they have to learn and they're going to go through another 12-year cycle. And you hate to see it happen, but it's their cycle. You just got to let it go. All you can do is be the warning. Alert! And good luck. Because it never turns out like you do somebody dirty like that. Yes. The sordid truth comes in on that. Collective. Some people you might have to talk to. And you're supposed to stay optimistic and positive about your love life. You got to feel it in here. What it feels like to be in that place. Picture it. Sicily. Sophia. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Love yourself first. That's what we've been doing. Learning that self-love. This healing family issues was in reverse here. I said some people are still dealing with the trauma wound. I talked to a fellow who was in the Amish community for the longest time. Grew up in it, and he was telling me about, he has a whole channel on the abuse of the Amish community and stuff, and what those people went through, and the gaslighting. Dude, it's the same thing. It's the same religious spirit. It's because our Amish doesn't, it's the same thing. The same type of betrayal trauma. It's the same type of Judas trauma. That's why I had said, what makes us think we're any better than Jesus Christ? He got betrayed by his own disciples who saw him do miracles. They were trying to save their own ass. What did Judas do? He went fucking crazy when he figured out he just betrayed the true living God's son. Like, he betrayed God. He went fucking crazy. You wanna know who else went crazy when they do that stuff? They don't listen to God and they're disobedient and they're doing things. David's nemesis, King David, King Saul, went freaking crazy. And you wanna know what? It wasn't, you wanna know who, wasn't anybody who cursed him. He did it to himself. God sent that dark force to him. God sent that spirit to him, to a tormenting spirit. So guess what these people get? when they figure it out, that's what you have to know. That's why they come back, because they're being tormented. And you're the only person who can calm and ease their mind. Collective, you're special. I told you this last night. The power of manifesting is right here. And you feel it in here. If your heart space is blocked and you can't feel that love, how are you going to manifest it? That's what God was telling me today. How are you going to manifest it? And I'm like, well, I got to open my heart again. Guess you got to do that. Let go of control issues. Was in reverse to past life relationship. I let go. And let God. So I know God got somebody at one point. The right person who's not going to agitate my energy. And he's going to compliment me perfectly. Who, I mean, like I said, we all know what happened. Like, I could give all kinds of illustrations to people. Like, if you think you're going to steal somebody's relationship and God's going to bless that, not going to happen. Just not. People might act like they're happy, but they're really not happy. Yep. Someone comes in and tries to mess you over. You have to remember this. Nobody gets away with anything. And if you're not like, if you're really looking for real true love, trying to get to know somebody, you have to have faith. Let go of control issues. I'm not saying that you won't get hurt again. That's a chance we all take. However, you know how to get out of it a lot easier this time. And you have a support system too, who can pick you back up. That's why we got each other. Yeah. This situation calls for you to have faith. Collective, when you remove the blockages, some people will also deal with religious factors too. And just religious people. And that whole shame, it's that shame component too that people struggle with. Accuser, what is dark thoughts? Kill, steal, and destroy your destiny and your purpose. It's what they're meant to do, to get you off track, to keep you off track. If dark forces can have you focusing on a certain relationship and have you ruminating and not focusing on your purpose and what you're supposed to be doing with a partner, and like that's where our focus got put on a person and off of God. Trust and obey. When you trust and then you at least move in that step, God will open the door, God will close it. You just have to be okay with either one, and you'll be at perfect peace. And even if it's unrequited, you'll still be at perfect peace. Some people have not wanted to do this. It's been making an effort. It's been rough. Because like either there's no chemistry, I already know how you're feeling, or you feel like you can't be yourself. Well, the thing is I refuse to be anything than this. People don't like me, fuck it, I don't care. God does. So that's the way I look at it. So if you're dealing with somebody that's new, give it a chance. Try not to get so triggered. I'm not saying that somebody isn't going to push your buttons, because it seems like everybody's trigger happy these days. I mean that in the smallest little thing can upset somebody. I don't give a shit. If I trigger somebody, there's a reason why. Guilty as charged, probably. Not trying to make people feel guilty, but if they suck as a human being, yeah, they're gonna know it. Making morals great again up in here. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. I don't know if there's anything else on anybody else on here, but I'm off. I scheduled for a reading tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a Lightworker and Starseed reading on the new moon. I think it's Friday. I have a private reading tomorrow, and I scheduled a reading for tomorrow night after I get dinner and eat. So, maybe I'll come on and do money pools, card pools. Hey, how are you doing, Albert? Like the magician came out and you showed up. How y'all doing? Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow night, Albert. I'm gonna do card pulls tomorrow night. Oh, tired. But I heard the collective calling. I'm trying to figure out what the block has been. I figured it out. I mean, I think I've always kind of internally known. It's just about how. But I figured it out, so. Not to mention, I like to give knowledge when I get it. So I have to upload a reading for Pisces and I have to upload a reading for Leo. Theirs is done, so I will be doing that. Either way. Love you, collective, and this helps any. Let me know. Put it in the comments, whatever. We'll see you later. Bye.